At which points, I've counted 6 points, there are probably more, where the Indian army and the Chinese army are located closest to each other. You've been hearing this phrase, eyeball to eyeball, quite a bit by many journalists over the last few days and weeks. But I want to show you what eyeball to eyeball really means. And these are facts, this is not conjecture. This is where there are 6 places in eastern Ladakh where Indian soldiers and Chinese soldiers, or Indian tanks and Chinese tanks, are seriously in an eyeball-to-eyeball situation. Take a look at where things are at. In Finger 4, troops and special forces are at a distance of just 900 meters. And in a moment, I'm going to show you some special pictures of that. The next position is in the Mukpari Peak. This is south of Pangong. In this place, troops and special forces are just 170 meters away from each other. They actually came much closer, but now they stand 170 meters away. Number 3, Rezangla, where mountain troops and special forces of the Indian side are distant just 500 meters from Chinese forces in areas very close to that. Next one, you've got the Gogra Post. Remember the Gogra Post, one of the earliest friction points? Troops and combat vehicles are barely 800 meters away from each other. That is how volatile this situation is. And remember, this is a place from where things were supposed to have disengaged quite a while away. Subsector Trishul, which is south of Pangong, battle tanks of the Chinese and the Indian army are just 9 kilometers away from each other, which is absolutely nothing when it comes to tank warfare. And finally, the Depsang Plains, which is subsector north near Daulat Beg Oldi of Ladakh, battle tanks are anywhere between 6 and 7 kilometers away from each other. So these are extremely close situations, Abhishek. Like, for instance, the Mukpari Peak, where troops are just about 170 meters away from each other, 900 meters in Finger 4. These are eyeball to eyeball in the true sense of the word.
Most definitely, Shiv. In fact, these are areas where there is a face-off between the Indian and the Chinese troops. And with the new developments that taken place, Mukpari Peak was something, that area had remained calm in the last 4 months. But now we see that it has emerged as a new standoff location. And remember, this was the place where we saw the Chinese coming up with those barbaric medieval kind of weapons. And, in all these places, there are troops extremely close to each other, heavily armed, and people who are observing things on the ground. They continue to say that this is a very, very heightened state of alert.
Yes.
And Shiv, as I speak to you, we can see, the military movement that I was talking about in the background. Once again, I'm repeating, this is the road that goes to Chushul, the gateway to south bank of Pangong Lake, where all the action is taking place.
Gaurav, speaking about these very, very close eyeball-to-eyeball positions, this is incredible. 900 meters, 800 meters, 170 meters. I mean, that is, these are places where the troops will be able to hear each other's voices.
They indeed can, Shiv, especially when you talk about Richinla, Rizangla, Mukpari belt. This is where soldiers are really very close to each other. This is where, while India is on a commanding height, the Chinese have repeatedly tried to move ahead and occupy positions as close to the Indians as possible. But this is where India has also drawn the red line for China. Barbed wires drawn out in certain places, and the Chinese told in no uncertain terms that this is the red line. If they cross it, then there will be consequences. Weapons have already been discharged once in this area after 45 years on the Sino-India border. So that's a big signal on a new shift. North of Pangong, so Shiv, you and I well know they've been an eyeball to eyeball, but in Depsang, it's extremely crucial, because while the Chinese were trying to block India at one place, our soldiers at one place, from going to the petrol point, we've done another maneuver where the Chinese also stand blocked in another place. So there is a quid pro quo, and this is where the corps commanders will then talk who goes back first from what area. So very evenly poised, but a very tense situation at the line of actual control at this point of time.
But the decks are cleared for some kind of political discussion. Whether that happens or not, whether that succeeds or not, remains to be seen. We are speaking to a very, very treacherous country.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.